What's going on, my beautiful people? Welcome back to the Then and Now podcast with myself, Babatunde and Aleshe.
And me, Leonie Aleshe.
You got that name from me. On this episode, we are talking parents' dilemmas. I love this. Dilemmas is my favorite thing to speak about. You know why? Because as parents, we go through it, you know. I never thought I'd be here speaking as a parent. Not to say that I didn't think I was going to have children, but it's just the shift. When you were young, or should I say when we were young, it was, you know, our dilemmas, everything we were going through. But now it's changed. We are the parents.
We're the adults.
We're the adults.
We're the grown people.
Yeah. And we see it from our parents' view now.
Yeah, I get it now.
I totally get it.
I get it. Like, when I would wake up and I would see my mum downstairs already, like she already had a full morning. Bear in mind, this is like 8 or 9 o'clock, right? On a weekend.
I don't think humans were supposed to wake up at that time.
What, 8 or 9?
Babe, I'm tired.
Yeah,
like now. I'm tired now.
Saying,
and it's the afternoon.
I know, but I'm saying I wake up and my mum has already cleaned, she's already cooked, and she's sitting on the sofa having her hot drink and just chilling. And I'm like, I get it now, because you need that peace of mind.
Yeah, but you need that peace of mind because you woke up too damn early.
No,
and
you need that peace of mind before everything else is loud. The house is loud. Everyone needs something from you.
Children.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly, that's my point. It's their fault. When I used to try and catch like a half an hour break before like our son came downstairs, even when I would have my full half an hour, when he got downstairs, I was vexed. I was just like, now I have to be a parent. Like I've clocked in now. And they don't understand that there's a shift. My friend, do your shift. You see, when it's time for bed, you clock out. We both clock out of being parents and children. Go upstairs, go to your bed, and allow me to have my well-deserved lunch break. Because I didn't have a lunch break. Because I've been a parent from 7:30 till bloody whenever you want to go to bed.
There's no off button.
And children think to themselves that, no, but I thought I can stay up. No, you thought wrong.
Especially if it's
go to bed. I want to chill. I don't want to think about parenting right now.
Yeah, no, it's savage. But we actually have some of the dilemmas that you guys have sent in, DMs, also commented under some of our social media posts as well. So we're going to be going over some of those today and delving into them. Some of you lot are savage. But anyway, let's get into it. Right. Our partner uses discipline techniques and ways of bonding with our son that don't really suit who he is. How do I tell him this won't work? Our son is sensitive and likes drawing for hours. The strict discipline doesn't work. I prefer to talk through things with him and that always calms him down.
Yeah, okay. Well, with this one, so the dad uses discipline techniques and ways of bonding with their son that doesn't really suit who he is. Okay. I hear that, but you see, the thing is with boys, I find this with me and you.
Yeah.
You, especially when it comes to our son, you are way more, what's the right word to use? Compassionate.
Yeah, okay.
And I see a side to our son that I think you ignore. And so when I'm getting onto him, I'm like, I'm doing this for good reason. I'm not just doing this because I'm trying to be hard on him. I'm doing it because he's pulling the wool over your eyes and you can't see it because he's a boy. And you're just like, oh no, that's my baby. Oh. Right? And vice versa when it comes to me and our daughter.
But she does the craziest things to you, and you're like, oh, she doesn't mean that.
She's my princess.
Exactly.
That's how
she gets
but
away
this is my point.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
I personally think that the dad is in the right. and the mum saying that he's sensitive. It's just like, Oh, shut up, man. He's not sensitive. He needs that. He needs a little bit of tough love. He does. Yeah. And, like, you know, yeah, the strict discipline, the way he probably speaks to his son is probably firm. Mm-hmm. But trust me, boys need that.
But do you know what?
I'm telling you, boys need that.
All mums are like that, where, like, you can literally, like, lose it with your children, right? And, like, shout and all of this stuff. But the minute somebody else does it, you're like, wait, what?
Yeah,
like,
but did you see what you just said? Somebody else.
I know.
You're talking about,
matter.
but you're talking about the husband.
I know, but
which in our case would be me, and I'm not somebody else.
I know.
I'm their dad.
Exactly. But in that moment, it actually feels like it's somebody else. It doesn't feel like this is their
dad. That's why you get a talking to too. I have to sit you down and be like, hey, mind your business.
I've always been told to mind my business.
Yo, come out of here.
I think it's a natural instinct that your back automatically is like, that's not me doing it. So who's doing that? Do you know what I mean?
Their dad.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but I think the father has some ground with this, because being a father myself, I know what boys are like.
What they can do.
And I was listening to another podcast where a guy was basically speaking about raising boys, and he basically said, as a father, never ever give in to never give in to your son. Basically, don't break your strength in front of your son, because once he knows that, two things will happen. He will know that, hold on, I can dominate my father, and number two, I have a weak father. So he's going to resent the father for being weak. Right? He's going to resent his father for being weak, because that's a reflection on him. Whereas, as a dad, if you never ever break that strength, as he grows up, he will have to either match your strength or overcome to feel like he's actually like achieved something. So let's just take arm wrestling for example. If I never ever let him win, but then he trains himself up, does everything to build up the muscle, the mental fortitude, blah 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 blah, and then one day he beats me, he's earned it. So he can go, man, I had to work hard for that, and I earned it. I'm as strong or stronger than my father, even though my father's growing old. I'm strong now. Yeah. And he's going to love himself for that. But as a dad, if you're letting him win all the time, he's going to be like, man, this guy, like, he's not going to have a true reflection of something to achieve or to work towards. I get you. And that's why I'm the way I am with my son. And for those who are listening, I ain't no crazy dad.
I was going to say, like, but you're really not.
I don't make no bones about it. I'm very firm. I'm very, very firm, especially with our son, because boys need boundaries.
They do.
They really do need boundaries.
All children need boundaries.
All children need it, but boys especially, because that testosterone boost is crazy. And like I said, we as men, we have that testosterone every single day. Like, we're just on 10. Like
every 15 minutes or something, a man gets like a new release of testosterone. So what does
caged animals? And think about it, with young boys, they're experiencing all of these types of hormonal changes every 15 minutes, or not even every 15 minutes. It's new to them. So you know how you see how me and my son, we always wrestling, and there comes a point where me and him are wrestling. I'm just like, brother, let it go. No more. And he's just like, again. And I'm like, oh my God.
He won't
he wants to achieve something. So I get the dad, and I'm on the dad side.
I hear it, and I get that. And I think as well, as parents, unless, you happen to be like the very small minority of people that, were raised the exact same way, and you were raised in the same area and the same kind of neighborhood, and, in the same culture and whatever. It's very unlikely that you're going to be with somebody that parents the exact same way that you do anyway. Yeah. And also, you always see a fault in somebody else that you probably wouldn't necessarily see in yourself. and it is that thing of taking the speck out of your own, the log out of your own eye.
No. Quote scripture.
Before
You want to quote
take the
scripture
speck
on
out
this
of someone
podcast.
else's.
You want to quote scripture on this podcast. You will quote it from memory.
I'm quoting it. Take the log out of your own eye before you take the speck out of somebody else's eye. And I think in parenting, there's a lot of that can be observed. Starting with me as number one.
I'm glad you said that. All right, on to dilemma 2. My 3-year-old takes 2 hours plus to fall asleep. Oh, we've all been there. She's too even really playing up or behaving badly. This is written terribly.
No,
All right.
Let's try and make sense. Okay.
Let's make sense of this. All right. So my 3-year-old
she's not
takes
even really
2+ hours to fall asleep. She's not even really playing up or behaving badly. She just won't drop off to sleep. And it's not just me waiting. Oh, it's not just me wanting my Netflix time back. She's also tired the next day. So clearly she needs to sleep. Any tips to settle her for the night? I'm going to throw this to you because we experienced this with our daughter.
Yeah.
So you take it away.
Okay, so it depends. So first of all, you've got to check why they're awake. Our daughter's she's basically in this phase where she's ready to be potty trained, and she's awake because she's actually done a poo, and she doesn't cry or anything. She literally just stays in bed singing. Yeah. And making sounds and then you basically walk past her bedroom, and you walk past her God damn. Who let one rip? What is that smell? Honestly. And you're like, it's about time we take, she's 2 though, not 3. It's about time we take the edges of this bed off and teach this girl how to actually go toilet so she could get up and go toilet when she's ready, because I can't deal with it. So usually there's something preventing them from sleeping, and I suppose you've just got to try and figure out what that is. The great thing that we did this time around is that we sleep trained our daughter, and it means that even if she is down in her bed, if she hasn't fallen asleep eventually, if she's comfortable, meaning she's got a clean bum, she's not thirsty, and she's comfortable in bed, she will eventually fall asleep by herself and doesn't need us necessarily to come and sort of pat her to sleep or help her to drift off. The sleep training was really, really worth it. I would say use ChatGPT. I know you're not a fan of ChatGPT.
Before ChatGPT, what were the old school techniques to sleep training?
You get a sleep trainer.
No, the old school methods before.
Yes, so before a sleep
in the 90s
trainer
or the early 2000s.
I suppose you put them into bed and you keep putting them back into bed until they understand that that's where they're meant to stay.
Isn't that more practical?
Well, now with this era
ChatGPT is not going to pack your child to sleep.
No, but it does give you a good breakdown of a routine. So as an example, our routine was a proper bedtime routine and wind down. So, bath, story, bath, cream, dress, a story, we pray, and then I'm
not gonna lie, you used to do too much back
with our son.
My God. I'd be like, mate, you're still up there
Yeah.
getting this boy to sleep. Because with me, I'd literally go up there, be like, go inside your bed, lay down, go to sleep. Night. And I would say it like that, people.
Yeah, firm.
And within 5-10 minutes, the boy's gone.
Yeah.
I'd go upstairs and I'd be like, you're there singing him a song and
lullaby.
I'd be like, yeah, you're all right. That's why I love being a dad,
I loved it though. And so with the sleep training, you have a proper wind down routine. So it's your usual shower, cream, dressed. Then from there it's a story, and then we pray, and then you're able to put them down into bed, and then they obviously drift off themselves. If though they're not able to do that and you need to pat them, some people will still pat them and they'll fall asleep.
I was just going to interject and say I think the trick to what this person is going through is making sure they wake up in the morning at a early time.
Yeah.
Because if they wake up early, chances are, well, not even chances are, they will need a nap during the afternoon.
Yeah.
And if they get that window of a nap, maybe like an hour and a half to 2 hours, by the time it's time for them to go to bed, they would need it at that point because they'll be exhausted. But you need to wake them up early.
And they need to have 6 hours between their nap time and bedtime in order for them to go to bed without basically any resistance. And movement, like people overlook movement so much. So something like going for a walk around the block, you know, or around your area, wherever
going to
you
the
live.
local park.
Yeah, going to the
local
local
park. You got to tire these children out.
You got to blow that steam off, You
have to, because they've got so much energy. And if they don't use it, when you're trying to put them to sleep, they're going to be like, I still got all this energy.
Exactly.
So for those parents that are saying my child is struggling to go to sleep, take them to your local park, let them run around for 2-3 hours. You sit on the bench, you just monitor them, you do what you need to do, but let these children
use
run
up that energy. It's true.
All right, next dilemma.
I'm struggling with parenthood, not looking how I expected. Oh my gosh, that was me. My child has severe behavioural issues and learning difficulties, and as much as I'm doing everything I can to support them, it's hard for me to adjust my expectations or let go of what I thought being a parent would look like. I get this all too well, not the behavioural issues, but I think there's something to be said about people that have experience of helping to raise other children. And that was me. I had experience raising my brother's children and like being the eldest of a lot of the younger grandchildren in my family and being around to sort of help, you know, with different things. And so I thought, I know what being a parent is like. I had no clue.
That's
absolutely
what I was about to
no
say
clue.
About
Like,
you helped to raise.
No, I did school runs. I did, you know, looking after them by myself. Like, I thought that, in quotes, and I'm doing the fingers now, in quotes, I know what it's like to I had no clue. Yeah. I wasn't even scratching the surface when it came to what their parents were doing, right?
There you go.
So that expectation that I had in my mind of what I'm going to do as a parent and how I'm going to be as a parent, oh my gosh, absolutely, cancel all of it. What I would say is have no expectations, decide to go with the flow. Go with your energy levels, go with the support that you've got in place, go with the mindset that you're having to work through, and just make sure that you're surrounding yourself as much as you possibly can, because I know that this is hard, as much as you possibly can with people that are willing to support, encourage, and help to guide you on the journey.
That's it.
Yeah.
With the guidance thing that you just spoke on, I would also suggest seeking out help. If your child is suffering from, not suffering, but if your child has severe behavioral issues, try and pinpoint what exactly that is. Your child might have ADHD.
Yeah, it might be different things, autism, and autism, and that's common nowadays.
Very common.
Yeah.
And so I would suggest seeking out help, try to pinpoint exactly what it is, because then they can inform you of how to approach
100%.
Raising your child and adapting to their behavioral patterns and things like that, which absolutely makes it easy.
Yeah, and there's so much support.
There's so
much support. I work alongside a lot of GPs and pharmacists and stuff like that. And the kind of stuff that they talk about that's in place, you know, you can go to your GP, like if you've got these concerns, like going to your GP and actually having the conversation, documenting the things that your children are doing, that you think, do you know what, actually this doesn't seem like what they should be doing, or this seems like you know, ahead of their time, or that they're behind on something. Nothing is too much to raise as an issue. It's better for you to have it looked into than to not have it looked into and suffer in silence. There's loads of support, of financial support available, physical support available, and also special services that are in place to be able to support you and your child as well. So please do not suffer in silence with it.
There you go.
And there's so many online communities as well. For a lot of these things. You'd be surprised how stuff like Instagram, TikTok, you know, and different apps and platforms are helping parents with these kind of situations. So Don't suffer in silence is what I would say.
Seek help. All right, next dilemma. All right, so my kid always wants to try things and has no fear. Oh, God. I'm torn between letting him suffer natural consequences so he learns or keeping him safe. Okay, I want to speak about this one because our son especially, oh, my God, this boy, he put me through it as a young parent. He had no fear.
Yeah.
I remember when we went Cyprus and he was just jumping into the pool and he narrowly missed the back of his head off the ledge. I wanted to lose it. I was just like, this child. And I can't swim. And I'm like, this child.
I was going to say that was the problem.
This child is really putting me through it.
Yeah.
Really putting me through it because I was just like, I have to jump in the water.
Yeah.
Because I was so mad at him. I was so mad.
You got in the end.
I did. I got in, yeah. But like he was jumping into the deep end. And I was like, brother, what are you doing?
This is why black people need to know how to swim.
Not just because there are black people know how to swim, right? That whole narrative is just nonsense.
No, it's not.
No.
There's
but
so many of us, like in our
all
group, that don't know how to swim.
Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is, I know too well about children pushing the limits, pushing their limits, because they just want to. They have no fear. They have no sense of that. And you know, I would say this as parents. One thing I've learned is you never stop learning.
That's true.
And so, if anything, I think that is a chance for you to learn how to do stuff to support your child in basically taking those quote unquote leaps.
Yeah.
Right. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes, like, all right, so with our son. With the whole swimming thing, that was a lesson for me. Baba, you need to learn how to swim.
Yeah.
Right? Because if something happens and there's nobody there to help you, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Do you get it? So I think that's good. And then you can guide them. You can teach them how to do things properly so they don't hurt themselves in the process. You understand? And some of the stuff that they want to do is actually fun.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's so. Like I'm happy to book all these activities and do these things because I want to do them. I know they get to enjoy it, but secretly I want to do them as well. Like in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I finally get to do this thing. Like recently, we went to the Cutty Sark, right? Yeah. I've never been to the Cutty Sark.
Yeah, but there's nothing dangerous about the Cutty Sark.
It's not dangerous, but I'm saying I understand this thing of wanting to do new things. Do you get it? Yeah. So I'm a bit more edgy, I think.
Children's new things like and our new things
it's different.
Totally
different.
I
get it. Yeah, but I'm saying
their thing involves
danger, like serious danger.
Serious. Like life-threatening.
No, my friend's daughter was trying to climb over the edge of the boat. And we were like, why?
Because they don't know. Why? They don't know any better.
There's all of this part of the ship or boat or whatever it's
the
called.
most dangerous thing.
You want to climb up and be on the edge.
And that's my point. Like, as parents and just as people, we have to have so much stuff in our arsenal in terms of things abilities we can do.
Yeah.
Bike riding, swimming, I don't know, climbing.
Yeah.
Things like that, so that when our child comes along, we can go, okay, I can show you how to do
the basics.
I feel like there should be a
starter pack of like things you need to know before you...
No, that is a fact. Things you need to know before having a child. Know how to jump from one thing to another.
Yeah.
So that your child... you can trace your child.
Be Jamaican. All of these things.
Learn how to do rock climbing. Learn how to jump from... You know, when the swimmers, they jump from the boards all the way.
Dive.
Learn to do that. Learn how to dive, to super dive. Learn how to do all the dangerous things so you can teach your child effectively how to do that. As parents, we're supposed to be mad active and agile.
It's true.
All this beer belly and all of this stuff, we got to cut that out.
You got to be
fit.
Yeah, you got to be ready to jump around.
fit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because these children want to do it all.
Yeah.
They want to do
my
it
grandma
all.
would be like, yeah, man, may I jump up now and jump round. And I'm like...
And they're jumping, moving their shoulders.
Yeah. Just
That's
moving their shoulders. But I get it. Like, you have to be up and agile and ready to go. Because these children are not playing. Like, they're not playing. But I hear that I was saying on that topic that I'm more the one that would allow them to kind of test those boundaries a little bit. But it's fine.
Yeah, you and your mum do that.
Yeah.
Which is the most annoying thing. Because I clearly see the danger. And I'm just like, when they hurt themselves, I'm going to lose it.
But they're always fine, no? They don't hurt themselves.
They've been fine, yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you still got to be, aware.
Yeah, so my advice on that is let them be children.
And anybody's saying don't let them. Just know the danger, but don't act like there's no danger. That's all I'm saying. All right, next one.
How can I adjust my parenting for my very different children? One is really well behaved and does what they are told, and the other has an attitude and always pushes back.
Love it.
I mean, I don't know any children that don't have an attitude and don't push back. Do you?
There are some very well behaved children.
But does that make them well behaved? Okay. Yeah. Do I go hard and strict for the naughtier one? That doesn't seem fair on my other child.
All right. What I would say is it's all about tone.
Yeah.
You see, shouting is the wrong thing. Mm-hmm. Shouting doesn't. You see, when someone shouts at me, I swear to you, I'm never scared because I'm just like, you know why? Because you're projecting.
Yeah.
You want me to fear you, and I'm just like, nah. I'm not scared.
Yeah.
But you see, tone. If you drop your tone, you just drop and you just say what you need to say. I guarantee you that gets way more results than.
Yeah.
So with this parent, you don't need to go hard. You don't need to be strict. Be firm.
Yeah, I was gonna say be firm. Like be a person of your word. If you stand your ground,
that's
and
it.
You're if you say as an example, if you do that, you're not gonna have TV for however period of time. Make it so they don't have TV for a period of time. Yeah.
With our son, if I go stop doing that, he will stop. If I go stop doing that, like come on, man.
Yeah, he's gonna.
No. He'll stop, but guess what? He's gonna do it again.
Yeah.
But he knows to stop and to not continue. If I'm like stop doing that. Because then it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. Sometimes the calm and control.
You don't have to. Being strict doesn't mean you have to shout. And be like, especially what they're saying here, like it doesn't seem fair on the other child. That kind of just that change in your approach to the naughtier child. That's how I would approach it. Just very. You
have to be consistent across the board with them. Man. I think as well, like being a person of your word, so following through with what you're saying is what works as well with the child that pushes back, and being consistent, as we were saying before, with what you're saying. So if they're pushing back, sticking to your ground and what you said in the first place.
Sometimes I even walk them through what they just did.
Yeah.
And then they see exactly. I'll be like,
there's no logic in it, honestly.
I'll be like, see, so tell me why you did this.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it because, okay. And da-da-da-da-da. And then I'll just walk them through their whole thing that they just did. I'll be like, now, does that make sense? No. Go and sit down. Go and sit down. And don't do that again. You just walk them through the nonsense that they just did, and then they will realize I'm bugging out.
Yeah.
I'm moving mad.
Yeah.
I'm going mad.
I'm doing way
All right,
too much.
Next one. I'm worried I rely on screen time too much. It's the only time my kids are still and occupied, so I can cook, clean, and finish work stuff. Do you have any tips of other things that have similar effect? Oh, this is... Oh, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Game, like, old school games.
Yeah.
Like, Uno and, even card games. And, other than Uno.
Yeah.
And
board games.
Yeah, board games, puzzles.
Yeah.
And these things really work.
It works. And the thing that I realised recently as well, I saw this thing that said, your children are not naughty, they just want to be involved in what you're doing.
Very true.
And I found to get away from screen time, especially like when it's time to cook and clean and stuff like that, you kind of have to be willing to go slow and make a little bit more mess in order to clear up all the mess, if that makes sense. So like with our son, I've now included him in cooking with me. Yep. It's a little bit slower, and it does take a little bit more energy.
Food is definitely had an effect.
We've had a few salty meals.
Oh my God. Salty is not the word. I'm like, you're trying to kill me. Trying to turn my blood into bubbles out here, bro. There's bare salt. I'm like,
It was just the chicken that was like
That's the best part. You just ruined the best part. No black people and chicken. And you go.
You wasn't even meant to have any chicken that day.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna see chicken and not have it.
Exactly.
Take it. You guys try to kill me with salt. My doctor would have looked at my blood and been like, "What's going on here, my guy?
What's going on here? What is this?"
You've been mad, bruv.
But no, yeah. So the thing that I saw, it said basically your children are not naughty; they just want to be involved.
Yep.
Yeah. So including them in what you're doing has helped. And then when I'm washing up, giving my daughter a pan with soap and water on a surface that, even if it gets wet, it will dry easily. That keeps her occupied for ages. She has her little sponge and a bit of fairy liquid and water in there, and she's happy as Larry. Just there with her sponge, washing toys that don't need washing. But anyway.
Not bathe the toys.
Yeah, then I have to put them on the radiator. But the whole point is, that's easier. That's easier for me to clean up, quickly drying wherever she's had the pan, rinsing the pan because it's already got soap, and getting rid of that old sponge because I give her the old sponge anyway, and that's easy to clean up. Saves me about an hour of her watching TV, just sitting there watching whatever.
That's right.
And stops her being erratic and actually helps her to wind down to bed anyway. Do you know what I mean? So getting them involved in what you're doing as much as possible, and then maybe reserving the screen time for times where you actually can't involve them in what you're doing. So if it's work and you're sitting by a laptop or you're in a meeting or whatever, saving the screen time for those times where you can't actively involve them in what you're doing, that's what's helped us a lot.
That's easier said than done.
It is easier.
I'm not gonna lie, there's sometimes where I'm not doing none of that, and I'm just like, my guy, take your tablet and get out my face.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's easy. It's easy.
Because sometimes you need that mental break
of not thinking of doing something for somebody else.
Sometimes
right?
I just want to doom scroll, son.
Yeah.
And you're in the way.
Sometimes they need to chill as well. Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that, because I wouldn't have involved the children in any of the cooking and cleaning.
Yeah.
And the fact that you do. Because you know why? Because you see, with my mum, I was not involved.
Yeah.
It was a chore.
Yeah.
So I looked at it like, I don't want to sweep because that's a chore. But if you reverse it and go, oh, you want to help me clean?
Yeah.
There you go. Here's a dustpan and brush. The children are just like, yeah, I'm involved.
Yeah.
They don't even know that they're doing chores. You're just tricking them. You know what I mean? So it's that good reverse psychology of get involved.
Yeah.
And our son actually has a desire to cook.
Yeah, he likes cooking. So. And stuff like, we don't do, you can earn money from doing chores. We don't do that because I just think, no, like you're going to have to grow up and do it yourself. No one's going to pay you to do it. Do you know what I mean? But we do reward for stuff like read when you finish a book, or when you learn a new song on the piano, or, whatever, good behaviour at school, or
should give him
good
hard
report.
songs to learn.
Like, what is it,
like
Beethoven?
Mozart, Beethoven. The Ninth Symphony. If you can learn that, son, you get £100. And then you just have this genius in your house.
Yeah,
and people are like, how does he know all that? How does he know Beethoven? Paid him £100.
and he would rinse us. What? Every time he learns like a particular part, I've learned this part now, £10.
Because children are the best to learn these type of things. Because you can give them something as complex as that, and they will go, right, I'm going to solve this.
Yeah.
They will solve it,
That would be our son there.
Don't just give them like an instrumental from like Tupac Shakur or Biggie or something. One of these rappers, Central C or something. It's more complex. All right, what's the next dilemma?
I'm pretty good at dealing with tantrums usually, but when my toddler has them in public or especially around other mums, I feel judged that I'm a bad parent. I get stressed, so handle it poorly. How do I stop worrying about every other parent judging me?
They're not judging you.
They don't care.
No, it's not that they don't care.
Yeah.
They know what you're going through. They are not judging you. I let you know that for free.
Yeah.
They're not judging you.
And if anything, like, if you're around people that you feel judged by, you probably shouldn't be around them. But 99% of the time, it's you thinking that more so than them actually showing you that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
most parents are probably thinking, oh gosh, like, how can I help?
No, they're not thinking how can I help. They're probably thinking, I know exactly what you're going through.
Yeah.
Because you see, when I see kids screaming, kicking off and crying on like the train or the bus, I'm like, oh, I know exactly.
God,
not even thank God.
Me.
I know exactly what you're going through. But guess what? I then don't pay attention.
Let them get on with it. Yeah.
I put on my headphones, because I'm just like, that's just children.
Yeah, like, children are going to be children. And the thing is, like, don't get it twisted. Nobody's child is perfect.
No.
Even if they don't have, as an example, I saw this thing where this mum was saying, oh, my children don't act out and they behave really well when we're travelling and we're in public or we're at home and whatever. It doesn't mean that those children aren't going to have the natural talking back, having a mind of their own, having an opinion of their own, and, you know, wanting things their own way. They may not act out like a child that has a sugar rush, but children are naturally going to defy what you're saying. Children are naturally going to push boundaries, and this is a normal part of parenting. So I would say don't get too hung up on the perfection of it, and do what you would do at home so that your child knows that you're consistent. Listen, whether we're at home or we're in public, you will listen.
You will listen.
And you'll conduct yourself decent and orderly.
The one thing about me is, if you're around me and my child is acting up, you're going to hear this phrase. You're going to hear, hey. You're going to hear that. And that's me going, hey. Snap out of it.
Exactly.
Stop all of that nonsense.
Behave yourself. Decent.
Because I know you're acting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially our daughter, she's learned that now. She starts to put the boundaries, and I'm just like, hey.
Yeah.
Snap out of it. And then she'll be like, oh. She does that face, innit? It's like something that old man face, man.
But also, it is that thing of, like, I tell our children now, when you go outside, act like you've got home training. Don't be coming to act like you don't have sense outside. Because when you're at home, you don't behave like that.
You don't behave like that. So you think these people are going to save you?
Thank you.
You think these people?
None of them.
I remember when our son was acting up once, and I said, "Wait, man, I will embarrass you."
He still remembers that. Now he's like, "No, I don't want my dad to embarrass me."
Bro, I'm an actor. I love attention. I will embarrass you today. Me. I stand on stage and perform to hundreds of people. I will embarrass you today. Test me. If you're brave, I'll show you levels.
He won't.
Me. I will show you levels of embarrassment. You want attention? Fine. Give me the spotlight. I swear down.
Let's go,
my guy.
But no, being consistent. These children are.
All right. Next dilemma. My 10-year-old wants to go to the park by himself. I don't know. The area is pretty safe and the walk is only 5 minutes, but I feel he's too young. What should I do?
I feel like it's your child. Do you know what I mean? So you know your child and you know your area. And I don't think as a parent you would feel weary if it was actually safe.
By himself or with friends? Because, all right, I'll just have to take it at face value of what this is saying. By himself? I don't know.
No, not at 10 years old.
If he's going with like 2 to 3 other friends that live on either the same estate or road, then
yeah, if they've got a phone and you've got a way of tracking them.
You know why I say this? Because see, when I was that age, we used to go in like a pack of like 7. There was 7 of us,
and there were some that were older.
We were safe.
Yeah,
like ridiculously safe. But that doesn't mean that every parent should do that, because you got to take it from area to area.
I think you've
just
got
not by themselves.
Yeah, not by themselves. In a group, definitely. And then have a way of tracking them is what I would say. And then naturally you would know if you feel comfortable or not, if that makes sense. Like there's a knowing, that you have.
You have to know your child.
Yeah, like
responsible or not.
Is my child actually street smart enough to do?
Do you know your way back home?
Yeah.
Do you know? Because you know what it is.
In an emergency, what to do?
Yeah, you know what it is. It's the people in the area that you got to be wary of. It's who talks to them when you're not there.
Yeah.
And even if the person is being cool, it's just understanding the people that live in your area, who they are, who was it that they spoke to, if they do speak to anybody, and how they dialogued with that person. And what I'm basically saying is, if they do get into an interaction with people, how did that conversation go? And what was spoken about? Not to say it was anything crazy, but
would your child know how to relay that information to you and know if they're in danger?
Like I know for a fact, our son is not ready for that.
No.
He's not ready for that. He would need.
I feel like nowadays children are so much more sheltered than they used to be
100%.
With their parents in most places now. Unless you live in like a really community centre, which there are still some areas like that now where it's very community centred and the children all know each other and the neighbours all know each other and all of that. But if it's not a community like that, then it's a no from me.
I would trust our son if he was with his cousins.
Oh yeah, because they're older. So yeah.
So at least there's like one or two elders that are in their teens that can take them. And at 10 they're getting there, but not by themselves.
I don't feel like nowadays these children. Okay. My kids are 5 and 7 and they fight all the time, like all the time. It's constant. I've tried separately, separating them, timeouts, punishments, even bribery. Any tips?
You have to bribe them. Listen, build a boxing ring outside in the garden, get some gloves and let them go at it.
Some people do that, I
would.
Yeah.
If we had two boys and they were close in age and they were fighting all the time.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I would have built a ring.
A boxing ring.
Yeah, go fight.
Yeah, seen as fighting is your preferred method of communication. Fight.
Go and fight. Go and fight, man. I remember I was in a supermarket by the checkouts, the self checkouts, and so the mum is about to pay, but then one of the boys said, "Oh, can I pay?" Because he was gonna slot. Remember when you could slot the money into the thing? And she goes, "Okay." So she gave the money to the eldest one. The younger one lost his mind and literally grabbed the eldest one and shoved him into because they were at the last one, so there was the window. Shoved him into the window, and then them two just started going at it. I was laughing my head off. I would have
been finished. I would have been finished. There's no way.
No, when I mean they were fighting, it went from 0 to 1,000. And then the mum, you know what she did? She stood there. She was like, again.
I don't need this right now.
And then the eldest one just grabbed it because it was the shock of, oh my God, you want to fight me? Then just grabbed him, headlocked him, and then they were just tussling. I couldn't stop laughing.
I can't imagine what that would be because I'm the youngest, but I was the only girl, so I never had.
Did your brothers fight?
Do you know what they didn't? They didn't really fight. I think because my eldest brother acted a lot older than he was, so it was almost like there was this clear distinction between I'm the eldest. And then my middle brother, he's not really a fighter. Like, you really have to push him. Like, he has to be, really pushed to the end in order for rage to come out. Because he's very chilled.
Yeah, he is.
So, he's very much his own person. Like, he has his own head screwed on and he knows what he wants to do and how he wants to do it. So, they never had...
You know what I'm learning here? We don't have no tips for this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, apart from putting them in a boxing ring, yeah, boxing ring, couple boxing pads, and they're good.
Also take them to
to
self-defense,
martial arts,
take them because there clearly is some rage.
Yeah.
No, it's the truth,
and they can get it out there healthily.
It's the truth. It's like, and I'm not making a comparison between animals and humans. Before I make this comparison, just so the people know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so calm down, listeners and people in the comments. But if you have a dog that's clearly showing that it's aggressive, go and get that dog trained.
Yeah.
Trained for
being a guard dog.
Being a guard dog. Yeah. Because they have that in them. And that's going to carry on in their lineage.
Yeah.
So all the other dogs will have it as well. So it's just like, okay, I've got a dog that can be a guard dog.
Yeah.
But you have to discipline them so they know when to attack and when not to attack. Right? In the same respect, but not comparing.
Yeah.
Yo, if your son is clearly got some strength, your children have clearly got some strength and some rage, take them to boxing gym.
Do you know the funny thing is, like when we were younger,
teach them how to fight properly.
Back in the day, back then, my uncles, they really channeled like that in each of the boys. So I was the first girl. First grandchild that was a girl after 6 grandchildren that were boys.
You're like Lisa Mafia and So Solid.
Oh yeah, there you go.
First lady of the streets.
So
there you go. That's your title.
There you go. So first lady of the Barrett family grandchildren.
It's all right.
That's me.
It's all right. It is so cool.
But my uncles were really good at channeling that and like showing the difference. So they were really strict with the boys, really clear with the boys. They were like, they taught them how to not like misuse women, how to conduct themselves properly. They went through like the different kind of like how to look after your clothes, how to look after your shoes, how you should be conducting yourself at school. And the boys were really not I don't want to say scared, but they really respected them for it basically, and they looked up to them for it as that example. But the way they treated us as the girls was very soft, very gentle, very just emotionally how they connected with us was completely different, but you still had that level of respect. So I suppose it's exactly as you said, just meeting them where they are and seeing what their interests are and really going in that direction. All right.
That's you, babe.
My daughter trashes her room like really. We shouldn't laugh. This is bad. Funny. My daughter trashes her room, like really messes it up, and although she sort of helps clean it, it's so bad it takes ages. Any tips for discouraging kids to get on?
Yeah, I got a tip. Take all that stuff out of the room.
Don't get nothing back.
I will empty that room. You just have a bed. You want to trash your room, right?
Yeah.
Now when there's nothing there, what are you going to trash?
Exactly. Nothing to trash.
You've got too much stuff in your room. I'm taking that stuff
toy
out.
cycling.
Yeah, toy cycle.
Yeah, just cycle it so they only have 5 to 6 toys at a time.
Done.
Because they're obviously trashing it because everything is...
And we learned that because our son had so many toys, and he would get each and every toy and the Legos and remember, he would get everything and he would just pour everything
it all
onto the
out
floor
into a mountain.
And he had to do that every single day because he just wanted everything out. And I used to get so mad. And then I learned, you have too much stuff.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
Yeah.
I've gone mad because I thought I'm gonna give you everything you ever wanted. And I'm paying for it.
Yeah, because in our day, remember, we didn't have all those toys and all of that, I
had one. So I had how many toys did I have back in the day? I probably had 5.
Yeah.
And that was it. And they were old.
Yeah.
Some of them were passed down from somebody else.
Exactly. Yeah.
Some dirty toys, boy.
Yeah. and you would make the most of it because that's what you had. And you'd do all your imaginative playing and all of that kind of stuff. But these children, they've got too many things. And yeah, toy cycling, I think, is really, really important. Our daughter, semi-toy cycling, I don't think it's that, like, structured. But everything's not out.
In my opinion, there's still too many
It's
toys.
still a lot of toys. It is a lot.
I'm always just like, let's get rid of this crap.
Yeah.
Because number one, the majority, 75% of the 85% of the toys are not being played with.
Yeah. So I split it up now. There's some for the car, some in the bag for church, some a lot in the corner of like toys, a lot. And then there's books separate. And this person saying that any tips for discouraging kids to get every toy out or breaking things for fun?
Get rid of them.
Yeah, get rid. And then ripping up books as well is the latest thing. Absolutely. There's nothing that grinds my gears more than seeing a book get ripped. I feel like in my heart, I'm like, oh! Like every time a page comes out.
But that's what they're going to do. They're not ready to put it up on a shelf where they can't reach it.
Yeah, where you have to get the individual books down until...
And stop getting so many books.
Yeah, get it in stages.
To a library, borrow books, and then take it back.
Yeah.
But
look, the child's ripping up the book. Imagine if the child rips up the one from the library.
Yeah, but with the library book, you're not going to put it where they can reach it. So just take the book away from them.
Maybe out of reach and then use it at a specific time with them.
But be very warned. Be warned, people. If you have a son like ours,
they're gonna pour it out anyway.
He will climb up
on
an office chair that has wheels and try to reach something on the top shelf that clearly got put there so that he can't touch it. And then he will end up mashing something up and you will be woken up out of your sleep to come down at 7:30 in the morning to address it. Because you just heard the loudest bang in your life and thought your son has tried to just end himself.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was so mad that day. I was so mad that day. I was just like, are you insane? What are you doing?
Yeah, honestly.
And the look on his face, I was just like, you see children.
Yeah.
They think they know how to get out of stuff. But all children have mastered the innocent look. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, oh, I'm the innocent one.
Me? I did that?
Poor little me.
Yeah.
I would never do such a thing. Like, they're the victim of what they caused. Mm-hmm. So, what fell down, I think it was one of the talking drums.
Yeah.
So but it sounded so crazy. When that dropped and I woke up, it was just like, the way our son made it seem was just like the thing
fell down by itself.
On me. I'm the victim here. Even though I climbed up and I know I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I'm the victim.
Honestly, children,
they will put you through it. But I say this,
and
I think you'll agree, even those moments, cherish it because it goes so fast.
So fast. And it doesn't come back. Like once they've come out of that phase, it doesn't come back. And a lot of these phases only last a short period of time. It feels long in the moment, but it only lasts a short period of time.
Our son is so big now.
Yeah.
I think he's like your height.
Yeah, he's going to be taller than me soon.
And the other day I was just like, can I have a hug? And he was like, no. And I was like, imagine, this is the same kid. I used to ask for hugs and he used to just get...
Yeah,
what?
freely.
Yeah, Dad, let's hug. And now I have to beg him.
Yeah.
He gave me a hug the other day and I was just like, oh my gosh, I missed this. Yeah. This is the best.
And even that was reluctant.
And he wasn't in it. He wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
So cherish these moments because they're great memories. Even though it's annoying at the time, cherish it.
Yeah.
All right, people. This has been a great episode of Dilemmas. Please do keep the dilemmas coming in.
Keep them coming.
All right. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, you share this podcast with everyone who is parents. And let's grow this community. I've been Babatunde and Aleshe.
And I'm Leonie Aleshe on the Then and Now podcast.
Peace out.